Your dog doesn't just guard your house, they guard your heart. Ever notice how your pup shows up when you're stressed or sticks close when you're down? That's not random. Dogs are wired to protect not just your body, but also your mind. Today we'll uncover 9 powerful signs your dog is secretly protecting your mental health. And wait until you hear number 5. It'll completely change how you see their loyalty. One of the clearest signs is how your dog mirrors your emotions. You sigh, they sigh. You slump, they flop down too. Ever notice how your dog seems to be your emotional twin? Studies show dogs can detect changes in tone, facial expression, and even scent when stress hormones rise. It's like they have a sixth sense. Think about collapsing on the couch after a brutal day. Your pup isn't in another room, they're suddenly by your side. Coincidence? I think not. Emotionally, they're saying, I feel it too, and I'm here. Isn't that just the best kind of support? Has your dog ever matched your mood so perfectly it felt like telepathy? It's like they're reading your mind. That's not chance. That's empathy with paws. They're your furry, emotional support system. Basically, they're a 4-legged emotional Wi-Fi router, always syncing, never buffering. When life hits hard, your dog turns into a comfort blanket with fur. Ever notice how, just when you're about to lose it, your dog magically appears, nosing your hand, pressing against your leg, or curling up right beside you? It's like they have a sixth sense for emotional emergencies. And get this, those little touches? They actually spark oxytocin, the same feel-good hormone you get from a big warm hug. Who knew your dog was basically a walking tail-wagging mood booster? Picture this, you're ugly crying into your gym shirt, convinced the world is ending, when suddenly, bam, your pup drops their head in your lap. Instant comfort, no questions asked. How do they always know? It's not just sympathy, it's your dog's way of saying, I've got you. Their calm presence works like a reset button for your frazzled nerves. Ever had your dog snuggle up to you at the exact moment you needed it most? That's not luck, that's emotional first aid, delivered on 4 paws. Honestly, isn't it like having a living, breathing therapy pillow, one that wags its tail and never judges your ugly cries? Like this so far? Tap subscribe for more positive vibes. Your dog is the world's best therapist, never interrupts, never judges, and costs nothing but kibble. Imagine spilling your secrets to those soulful eyes, feeling that non-verbal support wash over you. It's like magic. Did you know that chatting with your dog can actually lower your blood pressure and stress levels? Picture this. You're ranting about your boss, and your pup is there, head tilted, tail wagging, giving you their full attention. Instant relief, right? That silence feels like a warm hug, validating your feelings. It's like your dog is saying, keep talking, I've got you. Do you ever vent to your dog when no one else seems to get it? Share your story in the comments, because your pup might already qualify for a PhD in listening. They're basically a therapist with a squeaky toy degree. Ever notice how your dog distracts you when you're spiraling? You're deep in thought, overthinking every little thing, and suddenly, bam, a toy lands at your feet. Coincidence? Nope, it's your furry friend's way of saying, hey, snap out of it. Playtime isn't just fun, it's a dopamine boost, yanking you out of that anxious spiral. Imagine this. You're drowning in emails, stress levels skyrocketing, and then, plop, a slobbery tennis ball in your lap. Science calls it behavioral interruption, but let's be real, it feels like a lifeline. Ever had your pup force you to pause a meltdown for a game of fetch or tug of war? Annoying? Nah, it's them pulling the emergency brake on your anxiety. Dogs don't just guard doors, they guard your sanity. Dogs sense when you're weighed down, and they refuse to let you disappear. Ever tried to wallow in bed, only to have a furry paw nudge you like, hey human, you're not getting out of this that easy? Suddenly, you're in a staring contest with a dog holding a leash, and you know you've lost before it even begins. Let's be real, dogs are the ultimate routine enforcers. Studies even show that their need for breakfast, walks, and belly rubs can pull us out of the deepest funks. Who knew a wagging tail could double as a personal life coach? Picture this, you're glued to your mattress, but your dog's on a mission, breakfast or bust. Suddenly, you're vertical, shuffling to the kitchen, and, just like that, you're back in the world. And those eyes? They're basically saying, don't you dare give up. I need you for treats and snuggles. Be honest, Has your dog ever rescued you from a gloomy day just by demanding a walk or a game of fetch? It's like they have a sixth sense for when you need saving. Share your story in the comments. Isn't it wild how those little doggy demands can be the lifeline you didn't know you needed? They're furry antidepressants with 4 legs. When panic strikes, your dog grounds you. Ever notice how, in your most anxious moments, your dog transforms into a furry superhero? Suddenly, they're right there, pressing their whole body against you, like they've read the manual on deep pressure therapy. Imagine this. You're in the kitchen, heart racing, breath quickening, and out of nowhere, bam! Your pup flops across your lap, pinning you down with love until your breathing finally slows. Who needs a weighted blanket when you've got a living, drooling one? And get this, science totally backs them up. That gentle pressure and soothing touch, it flips the switch on your body's panic mode, activating those calming parasympathetic vibes. Is it some fancy training? Nope. It's pure, heart-melting instinct. Your dog senses the storm inside you and rushes in, anchoring you with their presence. Ever had your dog stick to you like glue when you're scared or panicking? It's like they're saying, "Don't worry, I've got you." That's not clinginess, it's hero mode. They're like weighted blankets that drool a little. Dogs protect your mental health by pulling you back into the world. Picture this. You're out for a walk, leash in hand, and suddenly, bam, you're in a spontaneous conversation with a total stranger. All because your dog decided to sniff their dog's tail. Isn't it wild how a simple walk can turn into a mini social event? Maybe you're shy, or maybe you just had one of those days where you'd rather hide under a blanket. But then your neighbor spots you and calls out, "Hey, what's your pup's name?" Suddenly you're smiling, chatting, and just like that, the walls of isolation start to crumble. It's not just in your head. Science backs it up. Dog owners actually report feeling more connected and less anxious in social situations. Who knew your 4-legged friend was also a certified social coach? And let's be real, when your pup looks up at you with those big, trusting eyes, it's like they're saying, "Don't worry, I've got your back. We're in this together." Ever found yourself swapping stories with a fellow dog parent, or laughing over your pet's silly antics? It's almost impossible not to make a new friend when your dog is the ultimate icebreaker. Comment if your pup has ever been your wingman. Honestly, they're basically furry networking agents who get paid in treats. One of the most underrated signs. Dogs create structure that really saves your mind. Picture this. It's barely sunrise, and your dog is already bouncing around, leash in mouth, eyes sparkling with anticipation. Who needs an alarm clock when you've got a furry drill sergeant demanding a morning march? And let's be honest, when was the last time you forgot breakfast or skipped a walk? Not on your dog's watch. Their relentless schedule keeping pulls you into a daily rhythm, whether you're ready or not. Ever felt those intense eyes at 6 a.m., silently screaming, "Excuse me, human, breakfast doesn't serve itself"? Annoying? Maybe. Hilarious? Absolutely. But here's the twist. Those routines are your secret weapon. When life gets chaotic, your dog's unwavering schedule is the anchor that keeps you grounded, even when everything else feels out of control. Has your dog ever dragged you out for a jog or forced you to stick to a meal schedule just by being their adorable, persistent selves? That's not just cute, it's life-changing. That consistency? It's like mental armor, disguised as a hungry stare or a nudge for attention. Who knew self-care could look so much like begging? They're alarm clocks with tails. Finally, your dog protects your mind by injecting joy into everyday life. Ever seen your dog do zoomies in the living room? Or those goofy head tilts that make you burst out laughing? And let's not forget the snoring, like a tiny chainsaw on the couch. It's like having a comedian on call 24/7. Did you know that laughter lowers cortisol and boosts your immune system? Science says so. Your dog's antics are a reminder that life is messy, but oh so fun. Ever had a day so bad, but then your pup did something so hilarious you couldn't help but laugh? Those bursts of joy aren't just random. They're your dog's way of saying, "I've got your back." Dogs aren't just pets. They're daily doses of joy therapy, clowns in fur coats. Here's your challenge. For the next week, notice every time your dog protects your mental health. Count the moments and share your number in the comments. I bet you'll lose track fast. Then binge our Dog Psychology Facts playlist And subscribe for more fun, science-backed dog stories. Your pup will thank you.